Okay, this is fabulous Friday. What a phenomenal week with all the champs. And you know what? I saved this one for last because she's the queen. What can I say? And you are Diane because you win. Let's see, what is the age that you are now officially?
74 and a half.
There you go. So I'm 69. You beat us. And so you're of a whole week that has been about age is just a number. I can't think of anybody that proves that any
Oh,
stronger than you
wow.
do. And it's so beautiful to have you as a champ and a part of that whole story, Diane. And I
Mm.
know that you would say that doing these interviews is not like something you look forward to. Is that right?
Yeah.
But I assure you, it's totally okay because you're still doing it, right? You
Yeah.
push
Well,
right past the fear and you're in it. So, I just really would love for you to share some of the things from your heart. Obviously, you represent someone at that age group, right? We could easily decide, no, I'm not going to try any harder at this age. I'm done climbing mountains, but you did climb another mountain, and therefore you became a champ. So,
several times.
yeah,
Several times.
yes, but specifically in this Positively Unstoppable challenge, you put in 6 months that proved to those judges that you were worthy. And that's something that everybody in here has an opportunity to be is a positively unstoppable champ. Tell us about your journey, what that journey has looked like for you.
Before I start, well, this I guess would be part of the journey because when I started, I don't know if people know. I mean, you all in this group should be so thankful that you have this group, seniors 55 plus, because when I started, because of my size, because of my age, I didn't see anybody doing this. And, I just found out maybe a week ago that Patricia is like 80 and she might have started when she was 75. And I think how how my mental frame, how much easier it might have been for me if I knew that there was somebody older than me doing it. I mean, and it was like, so you are very blessed to have this group, and I'm just very thankful for Pam and the way that she's laid everything out. If you have trouble with the app or anything, she explains everything. So anyway, and then when they started this group, it's like, oh wow, okay. and and I'm going to try to get back into this group more, but I'm still working. And who knows, maybe because I'm doing.
Also, you're doing good things as well because you also have the balancing buddies that is an offshoot. So it isn't like you're just sitting around watching soap operas.
Right. And I know from just starting this little balancing buddy group how much time it takes to get involved. And Pam, you're there like every day in this group, and I'm not in my group every day. It depends on my workload, but anyway. But yeah, so check out DDPY Balancing Buddies if you want a smaller group and you want to work on balance, or anything else. We're just there to help each other.
Yeah, I'll make sure and put the link in
Okay.
this post today so they can just click on the link and get over there.
Okay.
Yep, made myself a note.
Okay. So, uh, do you want me to talk about exactly how I got started? Like when I
For
was
sure.
losing, I knew I was losing my balance and I couldn't, I just needed help. And I guess you've seen the video, but yeah, I got scared. I started this program because I was scared. I was afraid if I continued on, I wouldn't be able to get off the john. I was having trouble getting off the floor. And I didn't want my family to have to like take care of me. And that's probably why not probably, that's why I did it. I got scared. I didn't want to have to go to a nursing home or something like that. And two, my husband's had 3 hip surgeries, and I've had, yeah, and he had one right after I started the 2021 Positively Unstoppable Champion. When you see me doing knee droppers, I'm in the hospital while he's in surgery. I was doing the knee droppers.
my
and
word.
doing a plank on the, like the little sofa bed. I got to spend the night with them that night. But yeah, and I had to be able to help him, and you've got to have strength to do that. And I got strength. I'm so proud of these. I mean, I can't believe it. Y'all think I'm crazy. But anyway, so that's why I got started. And the things that really helped me was the community back then. Now we have well, this senior group will grow, but one day it's going to be as big as the big DDPY group. But they welcomed me and encouraged me. But the thing is, if you don't put yourself out there, I mean, I can't tell you how many people I've talked to, they're afraid to post, they're private people. But if you don't put yourself out there, nobody's going to know what you're doing. And it helps you feel like you're not alone, because you might get one or two people encourage you, but hey, that's more encouragement than you had just sitting at home by yourself. It keeps you going. And doing videos, I hated doing videos. I never did stuff like that where I'd highlight myself and talk. Doing a video, oh my God. And even now today, talking to Pam, oh my God.
You're fun.
It's like when people started noticing what I was doing and they wanted to interview me, and it was like I turned them down, I wouldn't do it. But it's a process. You over time, the more you do it, the more you put yourself out there, the better you're going to get at doing it. But it all worked together to help me get to where I was, where I did get invited to Atlanta, and I did get to hug Diamond Dallas Page. I mean, who would have thought, me in my little bedroom 4 years ago on my own, just doing this, that I'd be in Atlanta one day. Gives me chill bumps now myself just thinking about it. And I don't know, I haven't been as active here lately, so I'm not really even sure how many of you are doing the Positively Unstoppable Champion. I've seen a few, and I commend you, because I want to see some people our age, get a belt. And
Yeah,
yeah,
I have the full list of all those that in the beginning that said that they were starting. So I have the full, and it's a pretty hefty list in our group. So
golly, see, I had no idea. Oh, I'm so embarrassed. I really am.
oh no. And now as a group, we're nearly 2,400 of us in that 55 plus group, and it's amazing how much we all share kind of the same heart, the very things you talked about that make me want to cry. Diane, when you said you don't want your family to have to take care of you and all of
Yeah.
that, we all share that exact same heart. We want to have quality of life to the end, right? So
Well, yeah, and the other thing, you feel better too. You
yeah.
just and honestly, like, okay, I'm 75, so I know there's people in this group that are 55. They are 20 years younger than me, but you all don't know how being with younger people makes me feel young. You heard me on my video. I'm still, like, in my mind, I'm in my 30s.
Yeah, me too. Oh, me too.
It's like it's just all working together, all working together. I had something else I was going to say. It'll come back to me.
Well, I think one thing probably needs to be said, and that is for someone who's what I would call shy and things, you have been pretty bold, sweet one, at putting out the swimsuit competition, casting that net out for the seniors, this swimsuit competition. Tell us how you got to that spot.
Well, I don't like to call it a competition
Oh,
because we're
I know, I was joking.
okay, but to get over that mindset, honestly, I didn't. When you see the very first, my very first bikini photo, like, and then the one that was taken at me at the swimming pool, like when I was 20 or 21 years old, I didn't even know that photo existed until my mom died several years ago. And she was the last one in our family that had and I got my grandparents and my parents' albums, and I had to scan them all in. And out of all those photos, I mean, I found that photo, and there might have been one other one. I wasn't big on doing anything like that, but I liked wearing bikinis. One, you don't get as hot either when you're laying out. But anyway, so when I started this program, I see, I mean, you have to remember there weren't many people that I saw that were my size that were doing this. And a lot of people, oh my God, they're losing a lot of weight. And you can tell when, you know, they're in their clothes and you can see them shrink. So it was like, well, how are they going to know what I'm doing? And so I talked to my husband about it, and he agreed to take pictures of me in my bikini. And now we've started this thing that helps me maintain my weight and my shape, is that every year on my birthday, he'll take a bikini photo of me and I'll post it, and I'm comparing it throughout the years. And I've actually suggested that people do this themselves to help them stay in shape. And it doesn't have to be, you don't have to do it in a bikini, but just so all year long, I'm like thinking, if I start to like lose control of the way I'm eating, it was like, you know, March is rolling around, you know, and you don't want to have to, you know, just kind of keep it going throughout the year. And then like a month or two before your birthday, you're not like having to starve yourself or work out more or whatever. But I just, I do that. I post those pictures because I am proud of what this program has done for me, how it's helped keep me in shape and everything. And I know there may not be many women out there. I actually did my first year. Oh, this is another thing you can do. You can make up your own challenges. If you're having a hard time drinking water or, you know, eating after 7 o'clock at night, snacking, make yourself just do a challenge and invite people to say, hey, you want to do this with me for a month? You'll be amazed. You'll get some people to do it with you. But I wanted to flatten my stomach. So 3 months we did red hot core challenges, red hot core and fat burner. And you know, it worked.
I love it.
It really helps.
Yeah.
And, oh, but the one of them was called uh, Red Hot Core like Bikini and Speedo Challenge, and we were we didn't have, the guys joked about it, but they never did post their Speedo pictures. But anyway,
That did us all a favor, possibly. But
no. The
I
thing is, you have to be comfortable in the skin you're in, no matter what size you are.
and you don't have to, like you say, you don't have to show any skin. You do you, whatever you looks like,
Right.
and just celebrate the differences in all of us, how we want to approach things, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I love how you're very engaging in little group activity things. I mean,
Yeah.
I love that. And I know there's some in here that really need to do more of that because it fits them better. I tend to be the turtle in my own race. I tend to always like all goals to be specific, my time wise, specifically what I need to achieve. But I'll tell you what, I honestly feel, Dianne, that you are a great example of that community feeling that you build around yourself.
And I thought of something else I wanted to talk about, that you 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 have to, you just have to be consistent. The very first time I did red hot core, honest to God, I come really close to throwing up. And I mean, the chlorine was in my nose, and it was like I swore it's going to be a long time before I do that workout again. But I had a motivational buddy back then. She did it like every day, and I couldn't understand how in the world did you enjoy doing this workout. But when I did it a month later, and I was just doing other workouts, being consistent, then I was able to get through it. You know, I had to modify, but you know, hey, I did it. I want to also say something that when you were talking about these little groups and everything, I have a friend that's going to do one. She's going to do a little. I encouraged her yesterday to do this challenge in for next month, because she has laid out. She's got all the pages workouts laid out. So if anybody likes doing pages workout, it's going to be 30 days of page. And and so my friend encouraged me to do one yesterday, and it was like, oh my God. Uh, you know, and I'm going to use my age as an excuse, but you know, I'm going to get back to it. My legs right now are cramping up. I got to drink more water to get through her workouts, most definitely. But I'm just putting out a little, what do you call that, trailer sneaker preview thing.
Yep.
So save some time to do that. And I'm looking at the time. Do we need to go?
Oh, well, I guess we probably do, but oh my gosh, Diane, I work so hard. Do you know how many times I've tried to get you on and your life is so full, girlfriend, that I just appreciate you came on today. I can't thank you enough. You know how much I adore you. I hope you know that, right? And
Well,
you are a very special one to our 55 plus family. And I hope you guys are all following Diane and all the activities that she's a part of, because she's got her own little rhythm. And really, Diane, you are absolutely a treasure.
well,
So
thank you. I'm hoping I'll have more time, Pam, because my daughter and I mean, the end of December, I'm letting go of a client and hoping I'm going to have more time. So,
I really think in our 55 plus, there's a ton of people that work basically full-time jobs. And everybody always thinks, oh no, these people have all the time in the world, but actually that's not what I'm seeing. So yeah, so good,
yeah.
good.
Well, I'm still going to be working. I'm just going to have one less client.
Ah, well, I love
So,
you.
hey, y'all work hard, keep at it, be consistent, stick with it. I mean, if you think it's not working, eventually you're going to notice those little changes, and that's what keeps me going. Noticing that, hey, I might not could have done this yesterday, but in a week or so or a month from now, I mean, I'm finding I can do these things. I'm going to put one out there. You'll see. I can do a stretch like Paige.
Oh, Paige is definitely our model to head towards.
Exactly.
Got
Exactly.
Up there as a prime example for all of us. So
Okay.
I love you, sweet one.
Love
Catch
you too.
you later. Bye bye.
Okay. Bye.